We're in Crawford, Oklahoma, hunting with Justin Aiken's outfit, Canadian River Hilton. And I mean, it's whitetails, you know, so 3 things you got to pay attention to: where they bed, where they feed, what way the wind's blowing. We're in the first day here in Oklahoma. It's kind of cold and miserable, a little rainy almost, but it's supposed to clear up tomorrow. It's got some cold weather, which is good, but it's supposed to be clear and high pressure, so we're out here checking out a spot. Justin has a trail camera set up in this little draw and has been seeing some bucks going through here. There's a winter wheat field up here, and it's like the deer are bedding down below us and then coming through and filtering up one of these draws to make it out to that winter wheat field. So we're trying to figure it out where the best kind of pinch point is, and it looks like right down here below us these 2 draws come together, and right about there it's only about 30 yards across. We've checked it out on OnX app, and there's a little pinch point right there. So if those deer are coming up this draw and heading up one of these 2 to make it to the winter wheat field, they're for sure gonna have to pass through that spot. So we're probably gonna pop up a ground blind there and see if we can't catch them from their heading from their bed up to that field. I like using this hybrid functionality on the Hunt app because you can see obviously the satellite, but it overlays it with the topographical grid lines. What I'm looking for is the pinch points. It's usually pretty tight grid lines like you see there and there. A pinch point that isn't too wide across the bottom. You can see the flat down there in the bottom. These draws are the ones I'm talking about that are heading up to that winter wheat field. And this is the bedding area down here. You can see it's pretty wide down here, but it necks down right there. So instead of tromping through this whole thing trying to find the exact right spot, we know generally where they're coming. You look at the OnX Hunt app, check out these 2 pieces right here. They're coming up one of these draws. They got to pass through there to get there. So that's our best spot. So we're going to put a ground blind up. We've got pretty predictable wind. Supposed to be coming out of the southwest. It's going to be blowing like this. So we'll put the blind on this side and see if we can catch one. When you come to somebody's property, like we are here on Justin Aiken's outfit, it's called Canadian River Hilton. One of the things you know when you come to a place, when you set up with a guy like Justin, I get this sense of comfort because he's got so much intel prepared for you when you get here. Trail camera pictures, observations, binoculars, what he's seen, what other hunters have seen. When you come to a place where you know the person you're working with is all about having a plan and making a game plan, every time you sit in one of the blinds or one of the stands on this place, you know there's a really good chance you're going to see a big one. That's what I love about places like this and people like Justin, is that they don't play around. They always operate with a plan. All right, we're in. We set this blind up yesterday in a little pinch point. We're in the bottom of this draw. It was windy yesterday, but it is freaking dead calm today. So it's like, I mean, it's dead silent down the bottom of this draw. So we're not gonna be able to get away with much. From the app, we could tell it was close, but it's even closer than I thought. It's probably 25 yards max to the other side of this draw. So if this deer comes by, he's gonna be right on top of us. Honestly, it's 25 yards will be my longest shot. So he's gonna be right in our face if he rolls through here. We'll see. First deer came in, young 8-pointer, and he was so jumpy. He looked like those antelope you see in the African videos when the crocs are trying to bite him. He was, every sound, every little twitch, and he'd just freak out. And I thought, man, if that's any indication, if this young buck is that keyed up, if we get a mature one to walk through here, we're hosed. There he is. Yeah, it's like a little, let's shoot him if we can. Yep. There's a big one right there. Yeah, that's that big white 8 that he showed us pictures of.
got the shakes. There's a ton of blood. Like that cedar tree that's up there about 40 yards. I think I saw him fall down on the other side of it, but yeah, man, it was exciting. We had this small 8-pointer on top of us all night, and he just, for whatever reason, he was freak out, nervous. And honestly, he had me nervous because I was watching him the whole time, and then Jeff said, hey, big one coming from the right. And he came right down this draw just like we were hoping. Stopped right here. And I drilled him. Arrow didn't go through. It looks like he was quartering a little bit. Looks like it hit the offside shoulder. But from what I see here, this ain't gonna take long. He just went tearing right up here. Good night. Look at that. Huh? Yeah. God, it makes me nervous. Man, he carried that further than I thought he would. That's 100 plus yards with one out of the freaking 10 ring. Let's go check him out. Check that big smoke round. That'll do all day. I thought he had a little 9-point on there. He sure did.
I've always said that, and I think somebody else said it, it's a quote I read somewhere, but it's amazing how lucky people are when they're prepared. So take the tools that are available to you. That OnX Hunt app is an extraordinarily in-depth app. It's not just a map. It's got a wide range of functionalities that can really get you prepared before, during, and after your shot.